All right, welcome to Summit Center for Spiritual Living, where we share universal good through love. And John's going to do an opening song for us. And no, Michael's going to do the candle first. Okay. Michael will light our candle, and then John will do this opening song.
Well, yeah, I love doing this because really, I think it really talks a lot about what we are as a community and what kind of values that we and love that we give to the world. So the wax itself on our candle, it represents again that there is only one, and first wick represents again the light of God as us, in us, and through us. And again, that's the great secret of the ages, is that the kingdom of heaven is within us. Second wick we light is that's of the community candle. You see what happens physically with the light is that because that there we have the community light, that the light is shines brighter into the world. So thank you. So now John can do a song.
Okay.
Joy in the morning. Or Joy is Wonderful, actually, is the name of it. Joy in the morning, joy in the afternoon, joy in the evening, joy until soon. When we are happy, joy is how, joy is wonderful, joy is now. Joy in our homes, joy in our work, joy in relationships, joy at birth. When we are happy, joy is how, joy is wonderful, joy is now. Joy in accomplishments, joy in getting done, joy in doing well, joy in having fun. When we are happy, joy is how, joy is wonderful, joy is now, joy is now.
All right, thank you, John. We very much appreciate that. And today our special speaker is going to be Carol Ann Drick, and we're looking forward to that. And Michael's going to go ahead and do the 365 Science of Mind reading, and he will also be doing our meditation today. So after John's music. So, all right, thank you.
And hello there. Good morning, everyone. Good to see everyone. And today is, do you believe it, March the 8th? And yeah, we sprung forward here. So I give everyone permission to have an hour nap this afternoon. That's my, everyone's allowed to have that. So our right to self-expression, that's what Ernest Holmes is talking about today. It says, it's right to enjoy life. It is normal and natural to desire a more abundant life. Jesus said, I have come that they might have life, and they may have life and have it more abundantly. In the unity of humankind with spirit, there can be no lack or limitation. Each one of us is entitled to all that the Father has. The realization that God is an infinite source is dawning upon our awakening thought, expanding our acceptance of a greater abundance and dispelling all lack. This impartation of livingness to every day is the very nature of God who gives. Selfishness enters only when our good would exclude or hurt others. Nothing is selfish if it is done from the viewpoint of expressing the hidden splendor in all things, revealing it through all things and in all occasions. This is the more abundant life that we all seek, and we all have a right to experience it. We have a right to be filled with joy, to desire the good things of life, to expect the manna from heaven and the good from every source. But at the same time, we must know that good is not for us alone. So today I express myself with joy and enthusiasm. I want to live more abundantly, and I accept such possibility. I want to look more deeply into the hearts of all people, and finding that there is the pulsation of the heart of the universe. I want to penetrate all externals and reveal the divine presence hidden there. I know that in my self-expression of abundance of the whole, there is nothing mean or little, nothing separate from the all good. As I lift high the chalice of my hope and faith, I know that it will overflow, that everything I do will be blessed, that the good that I seek will be expressed in and through me, and everyone I meet will proclaim that God is expressing in and through all humanity and rejoicing in that which it does. And from Leviticus, it says, ye shall eat your bread to the full and dwell in your land safely. Science Mind 365. All right, John, let's do our meditation.
Love is in our hearts. Love is in our minds. Love is helping us with being good and kind. Living lovingly in our hearts and minds. Living lovingly, being good and kind. Joy is in our hearts. Joy is in our minds. Joy is helping us with being good and kind. Living joyfully in our hearts and minds. Living joyfully, being good and kind. Peace is in our hearts. Peace is in our minds. Peace is helping us with being good and kind. Living peacefully in our hearts and minds. Living peacefully, being good and kind.
Let's all close our eyes, if you can, safely. Take that big, deep breath in, inhale. And exhale, release, relax, and just let go. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Just release, relax, and just let go. Again, letting the chair support you. Do a body scan. Just allow yourself now from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Just feel yourself in your body. And just notice if there's any places that are tight or tense or just not relaxed. And just notice it. And if you like, just let it go. Just let it go. Let your body just become physically relaxed. Let the body become physically relaxed. As the body relaxes, the mind relaxes. And so knowing that, we turn within to that space that's right behind our physical heart. Notice that in there, in your mind's eye, that there is a pilot light, a pure white light that's much like the light on your stove or on a stove, but it's pure white light. And what I'd like you to do now is in your mind's eye, just allow that pilot light now, just like on a stove, just turn it on. Turn it on and allow that light just to extend in and through and as your heart area to form a big, huge ball of beautiful white iridescent light. That's right. And allow yourself now just to go into the light and surrender into that light. And as you walk further and further into that light in your mind's eye, just allow yourself just to become the light. Just feel that, know that. And recognizing that there's only love. There's only light. There's only peace. There's only good. There's only God. There's only Spirit. There's only that divine I am. And we recognize that the I am is us expressing the I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. And so recognizing that today, we realize that we are creative centers of that one light, that one life, that one peace, that one power, that one beauty and joy. So using the faith of God, we speak the word for this day. For we speak as the psalmist wrote that this is the day that the Lord has made, that I will rejoice and be glad in it. And so this day is, as it starts out, is a day of wonder, a day of joy, a day of peace, a day of celebrating the start of the movement towards spring, the movement towards new growth, new life, springing forth. So today we claim now And I claim for each and every one of us today new life as we spring forward. That we are aware more today than ever of who and whose we are. Of the life of spirit living in us, as us, and through us. Creative life flows in us, as us, and through us. We allow now ourselves to be healthy, to be prosperous, to be creative, to be the divine as us. We just now know that love and life and light, peace, power, beauty, joy, abundance, prosperity, wisdom, and creativity is ours today. So we accept now, as Ernest said again, that life is for us. That the master teacher said that he had come that we may have life and life more abundantly. So today we allow ourselves to experience that life today by feeling that joy in our hearts today, by experiencing and allowing ourselves to feel that sunlight of spirit, not only outside but inside. So from that sense of being the light, we now just know for our service today that it is good and very good. We just give great thanks for each and every person here today. And we just give great thanks for each and every person that is watching us on social media, using this wonderful gift of technology. And we just now know that as we shine our light here in Akron and in California and northeastern Ohio, we really shine our light to the world. So I just give great thanks for this day and for Carol Ann's message and her gift today of speaking the word of truth to us to reveal that which is there. So for all of this today, again, giving great thanks. I release this word into the creative law again with great love, knowing it's already done. And we experience the goodness of spirit today. And so it is. Amen.
Love is in our hearts. Love is in our minds. Love is helping us with being good and kind. Living lovingly in our hearts and minds. Living lovingly, being good and kind. Being good and kind.
And thank you, John and Michael. And as you open your eyes, come back to the room, take a moment to open your cameras and look into each other's eyes and just see spirit within each other. See that beautiful, beautiful spirit that is already there. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. So, Carol Ann, I am going to turn this all over to you. And thank you so much. And you might have sent me your topic, but I didn't look, so I don't know. So I do apologize. But maybe you can tell us what your topic is. So, all right. Thank you, Carol Ann.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Diane. today I'm going to talk about do you know? Do you know? And I have to say, Michael gave us very beautiful thoughts last week when he talking about Troyer with the self-conscious mind awakening and thinking and picturing out. It was just and it just when I heard that, I realized what I needed to be talking about. And I like how sometimes you get ideas from all sorts of different places. Well, before I start, I want to thank everyone for being here. Your presence, your presence is enough. And a lot of people will ask me, well, why do you say that? And I said, because we need to begin to recognize that we bring energy. We bring our energy to everything that we do. And even if you're not feeling well, you're still bringing your energy. And every little bit helps. And it's kind of fun because then during the service, as we are here, our energy actually begins to raise and become higher, which is to me one of the very important parts of a service, whether it is John's playing or Diane leading us in prayer or Michael talk, whatever is happening, it is raising our vibration. And that makes it so very, very important. So thanks for being here. The question this morning is, do you know or think that you know your oneness with God and the law? There are two parts to it, God and the law. Do you know or do you think you know? And that, we say, yeah, I kind of know that. Yeah. Thinking is the slippery slope because there isn't you can't be kind of in presence. You're either in presence or you're not. And our physical mind is so good at giving us all the reasons why we shouldn't, why we should stick with it. Because when you know your oneness with God and law, a great burden gets lifted from us. Think about this. A great burden is lifted when we know that. Because what in essence, we are opening ourselves to all the strength, all the power, all the wisdom of the universe, and our life begins to smooth out. And we all have had times that, it's like ice skating on glass. Everything is going well and we're moving, and then something happens. Something comes up. And our human tendency is to go into our human brain in this one and try and figure it out. And that creates opposition. So any sense of opposition is removed when our consciousness is only in unity and in oneness. So our physical mind, sometimes called our subjective mind, is but a literal point in the universe. It actually has a point. And that's where our personality is maintained as the individualized expression of spirit. So that physical mind does have a place in the universe. And if we ever think of ourselves as being separated from the universe, we're going to have limits. And another way of saying that is if we are not back here in consciousness, but we are here in our physical mind, that we have limitations. We have limitations. Because when we kind of are here and then we go back here and then we're here and then we go back here, that there is a separation and still a belief for good, which comes with being in this mind, and it binds and limits us. And it's not a bad thing. It's how our mind works. It's what we grew up with. And it is the and more of Jesus saying you can do all these things and more. The and more is realizing that we are bound or limited by nothing except one thing, and that is belief. That's what binds us and holds us in our physical mind. It even says in the Bible, they could not enter because of their disbelief. And as a result, they limited the Holy One in Israel. It is this mind that holds us back to being happy, joyous, and free. Because we know, and at least I think we know, that there is only one mind, and that mind is God's mind. And I'd like to read from Science of Mind, starting on page 128. This book speaks so beautifully to, and when it talks about the one mind, it says that there's but one mind. Here is the point: everything we experience, touch, taste, handle, and smell, in environment, bodies, conditions, money, happiness, friends, all are effects. They are effects of our thinking. It is clear that the infinite and limitless possibilities that one of which man is a part depend in man's expression upon his own concepts. If he is a point of personality in limited mind, which he is, and if all his life must be drawn from the one mind, which it must be, there cannot be anything else, can there? Now think about that. If there is nothing else, if there is nothing to move except mind, and that's with a capital M, meaning God mind. And if man is a thinking center in this mind, nothing is going to happen to him or her that does not happen through them. Whether it is the result of his or her own wrong conclusions, those of his grandfather, those of the race in which he belongs. There is not in any sense, this is not in any sense fatalistic, for we may change the mind and the trend at any time we decide to do so. So what this passage is really saying is that our problems, our challenges come because of our limited thinking in this physical mind. That's where the challenges are. And by simply moving into the larger consciousness, it isn't that those challenges don't happen. They happen less often. And when they happen, we know how to deal with them from our God mind rather than our physical mind. I had a fun time yesterday using this and bending the weather a little bit. My daughter and I were going shopping, and they had forecast rain in the afternoon, growing heavier in the afternoon and into the evening. And of course, we're going shopping at 2:30 in the afternoon. And I said to her, let's plan that if it's going to rain, that it lets up for us to get in and out and not get wet, and that we find close parking spots. Now, my daughter has seen me do this, and she'll say, "Okay, let's see if it really works, Mom." And so our first stop was Walmart. Just as we pulled into the parking lot, it started to rain. One of those pre-rains, when you look at the clouds, you know it's going to be a downpour. And I said, "Okay, first we find the parking spot, and then we'll have the rain uh, uh, stop. And she said, okay, you do it, Mom. And I said, well, give me some help here. Give me some energy here. And she was smiling. And I said, which row are we going down? And she stopped for a minute. She's beginning to use her God mind. And she said, go down the next aisle, and it's going to be on the right. And she was right. And she looked at me and she says, Mom. And I said, hey, this is a normal part of who we really are. And it was just a little sprinkle of rain. We went in, it rained. When we were coming out, it just lifted into a sprinkle and we got back into the car. Okay, we were having fun with it. And that's what part of our living that is very important, that we have fun. That we have fun. And so we need to remember that everything that happens in our life is an effect. It is an effect of our belief. And it can be an effect from our physical mind up here, or it can be an effect from our heart space. It is absolute that we are dealing with, and nothing else. It is the absolute. And to me, that's really humbling when I realize, hey, me, who am I? I can get in touch with God and the law. Every one of us has the ability to do that. And when we do, oh my, life changes. Things become good and more good. Let's see. And oftentimes I am reminded of myself, to myself, it is the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. The universe, God, Great Spirit, whatever you want to call it, is waiting very patiently for us. And when we turn, and that's why I always, talk about putting your hand on your heart and breathing from your heart space. This steps us back into a higher place in consciousness. We can turn at any moment and move into that heart space. It is absolutely just that simple. And it's really a question of, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Our mind is the mind of God, and it functions on the level of our understanding of our place in the universe. Isn't that amazing? We have a place in the universe. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, wow, I got a space in the universe. Each one of us has a space in the universe. Yeah. It is the level of our understanding. So if we are, kind of okay and, life is going along pretty good, yeah, that's the space that we have created in the universe. The more we turn to and use our connection with God, with our higher power, the smoother our life comes. One of the things that Kimberly likes to do, we go shopping, food shopping every week together, and go to several different stores. And when we're all finished, we start close and keep going further down at Mahoning. And as we finish, sometimes she'll say, "Okay, let's see how we do on red lights," because and I'll say, "Okay." And I said, all green before we turn off? And she said, yes, let's go. And we have fun because we know we drive the limit and we go, and light after light after light is on, and we can drive 2 miles of Mahoning and not run into a single light. And it's fun. And as we begin to become more adept at being in the present moment. And that's, of course, where our breath comes in to keep us in the present moment. Things begin to open up, and a drive that can usually take 15, sometimes 20 minutes because of traffic, um, we can do the whole thing in 5 minutes. These, and people say, well, that's just because you're who you are. No, we all can do this. That's what makes it so incredible. We have a headache, you get rid of your headache. It's not hard. You get out of your head and into presence, into the present moment, and connect. And that is what our prayer treatment is all about. It's about clearing out the thinking in the mind and raising the vibration up so that we are vibrating with God and with the law. Let's see. We contact the mind of God at the center of our own being. And that is why, can't read my own writing. And that is why we put our hand on our heart. So it's useless to seek elsewhere. The highest God and the innermost God is our God. And through the medium of the mind, we can unify with the universe and connect to a power that can do anything for us that we are able to conceive of it doing. It can do anything. And people say, yeah, well, so and so was sick and we prayed for his healing and he died. But we have to look at the circumstances around that. But it does work. It can work. And this is the key. It is doing. I lost my place. It can do anything for us that we are able to conceive of its doing. But of course, this power will never do anything, and it will never deny its own nature. So as long as you're asking something in the nature of God, something positive, you can get answers. You can have a life that begins to flow with much more ease and flow. It's absolute that we are dealing with nothing less than a God that wants nothing more than to give us the kingdom. And that energy is waiting for us. And yes, indeed, it is the Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom. I like what Snoopy says. To me, it sums it all up. So Snoopy says the Bible never says figure it out on your own. It says simply trust God. And so that's what I leave you with. Simply trust God. Get out of your head and trust God. Thank you for your presence this morning. It is enough. Home.
Thank you, Carol Ann. That was wonderful. Says simply trust God. I like that. That's just Snoopyisms. So, and the fact that we can change that thinking and make it better for what we really want. That's wonderful. So I'm going to turn this over to whoever else wants to speak.
Well, first of all, if two things just came to mind. The first one was if you want to learn how to, change traffic lights, get parking spaces, and also keep the raindrops off of you, either A, learn how to do it yourself, or B, have Carol Ann in the car with you to encourage you. I actually did get out the Science of Mind book, and the one thing that Carol Ann said, it just and it was really interesting because, again, it's just the bold when Ernest Holmes goes ahead and he capitalizes and or italicizes anything, that those are areas to really pay importance. And I just want to read this over what Carol Ann read, but it says, "For we may change the trend of causation which has been set in motion at any time we decide to do so." So it means this, or at least the interpretation again, that we have that power within us, that if our day is not starting out well, or if things are not going in a way that is supportive for us, is that, like Carol Ann said, is that we can just be aware of our breathing, of our heart, of being in presence and deciding again. And so that's the whole point. 128 is a great page to read. Again, I think it pretty much sums up everything. And so, and again, what Carol Ann says, we are bound by nothing except belief. Thank you.
John?
Well, another way to get the space you want is to choose one as far away from the door as possible, so you can get a nice walk in. So I never have any trouble.
Okay.
If it's raining, though, I did look for one closer. Yeah, that's a good one. It also helps to know the lights. Every neighborhood I live in over the many decades, and I've lived in more than any of you, believe me. You learn the timing of the lights, so that how to adjust your proceeding according to how the lights are going to change. Like
Well,
for example,
that's true.
See if it changes here, it's going to be red along the way, so I take a right turn and go a different route.
Uh-huh. I find it interesting to drive these days because people drive over the limit 10 to 15 miles and they tear down the street to the stop sign. I'm driving, I can drive the limit, and the sign's going to change for me. And I don't stop. They rush and wait and rush and wait.
Yeah.
And it is just really incredible.
Well, take pleasure in the fact that they're spending more in gas.
Yes.
It's costing them to do that.
And right now the price keeps going up. So
Yes.
we need to consider that. My dad told me the secret of how to have excellent gas mileage.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, tell me. And he said, always go downhill.
Yeah.
And
Very
he,
true.
and I looked at him and I said, but Dad, I said, don't have to explain everything to you. Just always go downhill. You figure it out.
All right. Tim, did you have a comment? Okay. All right. Well, we'll turn this over to John with a song.
All right. Well, I think I sang this song once last August, maybe, when I first started conceiving it. I've been working on it more, and it's a kind of an ode to nature as the weather becomes nicer and the sun is out. And now that we get a little later, late in the evening, I think about, I actually, on nice days, I go walking even in the winter, but getting out more now to parks and soon onto the reservoir with our kayaks. So this song is written from experiences like that I'm looking forward to soon again. And we all enjoy nature. It's called On and On. Natural life, nature's beauty, walking on a path of green, trees and bushes, squirrels and chipmunks, birds and deer play in this scene. Each of us is part of nature, also more and far beyond, multi-dimensional life expression, transformation, on and on. Floating gently on the water, a lovely lake with trees around, a sunny sky, clouds floating by, jumping fish, the only sound. Each of us is part of nature, also more and far beyond, multi-dimensional life expression, transformation, on and on. Peace and quiet, calming breezes, creative thoughts of many kinds, reminiscence, future planning, people and places come to mind. Each of us is part of nature, also more and far beyond, multi-dimensional life expression, transformation, on and on, on and on.
Thank you, John. And it's that time in our service where we now have the opportunity to give. And so with that, you can do that by going to Zelle or PayPal, and you can give to SSC of Akron at gmail.com. That's SSC of Akron at gmail.com. Or you can do send a check with the word summit on it or money order and to 1199 Lexington Avenue, Akron, Ohio 44310. All right. So with that, as we take our gifts, symbolically take our gifts right top over left, and just know that all is done. It is all that we have, all that we give, all that we received is blessed in a very gracious manner, and it goes to the work of Summit Center for Spiritual Living, and the truth that sets us free. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Good, more good, John.
Good, more good is mine, and ever increasing good is mine. Unlimited, infinite good is mine. Wherever I go, I see good. Whatever I do, I feel oh so good. I'm worthy and entitled to good and more good. Good crowds itself upon us, wraps itself around us. We give ourselves permission to accept more good, express more good. Good, more good is ours, and ever increasing good is ours.
Thank you. And now it is time for announcements. And Michael?
Well, yeah. So I spend most of my week at NT Media, at New Thought Media Network, ntmedia.org. Oh my goodness, there's so much good happening. That again, just thinking of the programming today is that we have. It's called Just to Talk. From, if you wanted to, from like 1 o'clock until 6 o'clock, you can you can go from center to center, from across the United States and also in Canada. Again, hearing the expression of their lessons from all across the nation. So, and also that and again, you may participate. We pray twice a day at 10:15 in the morning Eastern time, and also 10:15 in the evening. So again, if there's anything that you would like prayer for, again, please get a hold of me, or you can also go to ntmedia.org/prayer, and then go ahead and put that in that request. So again, thank you. Just appreciate all of you for being here. John, what are you doing these days?
Yeswise.com is where I have my blogs, and I look for the Inspiry word at the top, and you can find the one that pertains to our conscious awareness and so forth. And I also have a Yeswise channel on YouTube if you want to check it out there. And also my music at johndavidmiller.com.
All right.
No
Okay.
spaces in there. Just
All right. Carol Ann, did you have anything, or you're muted, honey?
Yes, I am this week starting negotiations again with Japan, and working on a few hitches that we have, and quite possibly I'm going to be doing some more work with them over the next couple months.
Wonderful.
And
So that means I have to learn video editing quicker, right?
not to mention Japanese.
Not mention. Oh, I have to learn Japanese too. Okay.
Okay. Well, next week our speaker is going to be John David Miller. The week after that is me, and then the following week, the 5th Sunday, is going to be Tim Morrow. Yay!
Hi.
He's going to be doing our he so graciously said yes to it last week. I appreciate it. So yeah, so he's going to be there. All right. So with that, it's the moment for our time of silence, so I can get the words out. So I'm going to just count from 1 to 3, and when at that point, I want you to bring into your hearts and minds, anybody who may need some healing, whether it's yourself, a family member, a friend, the government, the world in general, knowing that wherever there may be wars going on, that they're ending quickly and easily and with very little destruction. And so with that, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
We are the people of love. We are the people of love. Sing out, people, sing out love. We are the people of love. We are the people of peace. We are the people of peace. Sing out, people, sing out peace. We are the people of peace. We are the people of joy. We are the people of joy. Sing out, people, sing out joy. We are the people of joy. We are the people of love. We are the people of love. Sing out, people, sing out love. We are the people of love. We are the people of love.
All right. Thank you, everyone. And we appreciate you having been with us. And Deb, I forgot to say hello to you. I'm sure you're there somewhere. And
Actually, she was here, and then she now is taken off to help Wayne.
okay. All right. I know how she's always busy with helping out somebody else. So,
My
all right. So just
two,
like you.
friends that need help.
Anyways, with that, Hannah, you can end our Facebook feed. And when that is done, we